Welcome back to ATM10 to the sky. So you're probably wondering why I'm standing over here, but I wonder if you can see why I'm standing over here. I upgraded a couple of these gens. Of course, it starts raining. I upgraded a couple of these generators to nitro. So I upgraded, I think, like 4 of them to nitro, maybe 3 of them to nitro. And as you can see, these produce 5600 FE a tick, while these produce 0 FE a tick because none of them are actually running. Okay, these produce basically 2200 FE a tick. So if we're ever low on power, we can always upgrade these. I made the recipe for nitro, so I will show you how to make it. I'll just make we'll make 20, so two renditions of that can go through. But the crafting recipe is blaze rods, redstone, and then nether stars. But yeah, it takes 20 million FE to run this crafting recipe, and you can see it's kind of slow, but I don't think we're going to need like a ton of it, so I don't really think it's a big deal that we're doing these energizers. Okay, but while this is running, let's talk about the plan for the day. I was looking through the quest book for, you know, the ATM Star, the Holy Grail here, and I realized up here that we need a lot of these base materials. So I don't actually think iron's going to be an issue, gold or redstone, but for example, we need 4.8 million cobblestone, and then we also need a bunch of sand and stuff, and that's not even including these singularities, which I don't know if we need like the basic resources for, but we need a lot of these basic resources. So I think it would be good to set up a couple sieves to be getting these basic resources faster. Now, I don't know if I have a good solution for dirt yet, but we do have the dirt seeds. If we go here, and we have a bunch of dirt essence using our dirt seeds. So I don't think that'll be too much of a worry, but who knows? But yeah, I want to get a couple sieves set up so that we can be producing a ton of those resources. And you're probably asking, why don't you just make more stone seeds and more dirt seeds from the mystical agriculture stuff? That's a pretty good idea, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Can't hurt to have more things, right? Oh, and the nitro finished when I was rambling. I'm going to make an ME requester, and we're going to figure out how this thing works really quick. I think I can just kind of place it wherever. I'll just place it up here. So the ME requester, basically, you put an item in here. For example, we're going to put vibranium in here. And we always want to have, I guess, like 300 vibranium. Okay, well, I think I have to hit enter to submit. And then the batch size will just be 1. So then we will do the changes. And so hopefully this starts auto-producing vibranium until we're at 300 in the ME system. So since the batch size here is 1, it'll just keep on doing the recipe 1 at a time until we get 300. But I figure we might as well have 300 always being produced. I can't see us needing more than that, but just in case. So if we use a bunch, we'll do that. And if there's an item that we continuously use, I'll also add it to the ME requester. So I guess this is kind of the solution for Entro that I was talking about a bunch of episodes ago. So like we always want a base of like 32 Entro dust. So I guess we'll always keep that we want 64 Entro dust, and we'll make the batch size 32. But I never put the Entro dust into it. So we'll slide that in 64, and then we'll make the batch size 32. And let's see, does that make up to 64 Entro dust? Well, I'm sure it does, but we have this slow inscriber, which we're going to have a solution for in a few episodes. Haha, look at me planning ahead. Don't talk about it. So another pretty good solution for doing the cobblestone, gravel, and sand stuff, there is something from, yes, it's called like the stonework generation, I believe, or let me look at the gravel solution here. The stonework factory, yeah. So this is also a pretty good solution, I think, but do I really want to go into industrial foregoing if we don't have to? I'd say I don't want to go into it. It's kind of a hassle to do, but this was another solution I was looking at, and there's a few more as well, but those are the 2 main ones. The good thing about the stonework factory is that it just does it all in one machine, and we're not gonna have to set up a bunch of sieves, but I think the sieves will be easier. So yeah, I want to set up most of these blocks today being produced. We actually, to make 50,000 gold, we kind of do need more blocks. So I could always add, I can always make another Geor thing. So it's not too big of a deal. That's not a hassle right now. But if we look at the cobblestone in our system, we have none. We actually have like 200. So that's a tragedy. Our molecular assemblers are filling up pretty quick. We might have to make extended ones soon. They're filling up pretty fast. Every time I have to make something more than once, I just automatically make a recipe for it. Alright, so first things first, I want to do all the cobble gens, which I didn't make a recipe for. Alright, great. I wonder if there's a way to, like, can we do... Oh, wait, if we click this, it just, like, auto puts a bucket in. Would that work? So I made the thing for gens. Let me see if I can make a netherite gen, or are we going to need buckets? Oh, it does work. Wow, that's awesome. It just uses the lava from the system. Wow. I love technology, man. That's fun stuff. That is fun stuff. I can't believe it works like that. Oh, this is awesome. So it makes the crystalline to make the vibranium. So these both work hand in hand. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. A2 is such a cool mod, man. Alright, so let's figure out how we're going to do this. Wait, I just realized something. We don't need any ME stuff for this. It's just going to run automatically. We don't need a single thing from the ME system. I need to upgrade my pickaxe too. This take forever. So in these videos, when I'm editing them, I realize I say this a lot. It's a really bad habit of mine. I say this. I need to start describing what I'm doing better, and I apologize for that, guys. Like, that's a really bad habit of mine. You know, I was really hoping that this would work like this. That the nether block generator would work with the lava and the water being combined. I need to stop saying this. The block generators are going to look awkward because it's like not even. So I'm going to just place 2 down and hope it looks fine. This is my solution. And then we'll use a couple of these copycat panels, which I should have a bunch of, just so that there's no workplace accidents. And hopefully these generators work now. That generator works. And scoop some water out of here, and this generator should work. Cool. So now we have 2 netherite block generators producing cobble. And we will just slap that here. Works pretty quick. Oh, I realize we don't even actually need any of the C's. We just need the hammers. So let's make like 16 of these hammers. Wow, that worked quick. And I guess we'll start piping stuff out. This might look a little ugly. Oh. This doesn't need to take up that much room. We actually might just do it over here. All right, let's move it. I believe the only other block that needs a generator is this obsidian. And I wonder, so if we look up obsidian over here, let me pull that up, and we go to block generator, it consumes the source block. I wonder if there's a workaround for that. Maybe I'll Google it. No, let's try to figure out a solution ourselves. Let's try to be independent here, independent of Google. Let's try to be smart, innovative, beautiful, other adjectives. Why did I place that there? Okay, so here's my solution for this. I don't know if it works, so we're gonna figure it out. I will put lava here. It kind of bugs me how that looks, but that's fine. I will also place lava here and lava here. And now I need to get the water in, so let me set up all that. Well, let's just see if it works first. Oh, it worked! Oh my god! I can't believe that. Okay, so my thought process was like, oh, what if it just, like, flows in? Is it considered a source block? Because lava's a little funky with how it does it stuff. And it seems like it... Oh, it changes back to a cobble generator for a second, right? Do I see that right? Okay, these need to be separated. Separate them. Alright, well, I'm going to move the obsidian to a different area. But it looks relatively correct for now. So, win in my book. And these generators take so long to break. I need to upgrade my tools. Alright, I caved. I upgraded to a pickaxe. I realized that I still have a diamond paxel, and I keep an iron hammer in the inventory. You know, I don't forget my roots, so I gotta get rid of it. I'm switching up on my day ones immediately. So this, Yeah, I wanted to place it like that. That's how I wanted my drawer. So that'll go like that. I don't know if it's worth to make the netherite upgrade. So now we can hold 1.4 billion cobblestone. That seems like a high number. I guess it makes sense. Okay, we don't need that much. Okay, now we can hold a measly 1 billion. So we need to put a drawer here just for a little buffer. And then we will put our hammers like this. Hammer, hammer, hammer. So this will make something, and this will make something. So, again, we have to swap the output sides on all of these to down below. Oh, wait, I have an easier... Why am I doing it like this? Yo, some people are probably just like, what is this guy doing? And to combat that, I ask myself the same thing. Why did I do it like this? Inventory's full. Oh, do we need to do... So if I put, like, a thing of sand here... Oh, wait, this isn't supposed to be sand. This is supposed to... This is sand, correct? Wait, do we even need dust? Sand? Dirt. Wait, we don't even need dust. Bro, I made one too many. You would think an episode 2 machine would not cause this much chaos in my life. Now, this is supposed to be gravel. Put that there. Okay, cool. So now this is going 64 at a time, which I guess is pretty quick, right? Should be producing at a decent rate. All right, let's set up the obsidian now. So that'll go there. Block generator, lava, and water. This is making obsidian. Now, where are compacting drawers? I don't want it to place like that. Compacting drawer and obsidian. Does it work? It does work. It just works really slowly. So now we have our cobblestone set up, gravel set up, our sand set up, and our obsidian set up. So this will just be passively running while we do nothing. Now let's put some glass on here so that it looks nice. If I put some lava here, is that going any faster? I don't know, it feels like it's going faster. Yeah, we'll treat it like it's going faster. Why am I so short? I think it is going a little bit faster. I guess this doesn't have to be a netherite block generator, but I'm just trying to flex. So that's what this comes down to. Now we have 10 wood seeds. Let's go put like 5 of those down. And that should solve all our wood problems. We're definitely going to have to make another layer of this thing. I should have copied it. All right, so I put 5 of those seeds down. That should be enough. All right, let's get this all hooked up to the ME system. So I'm going to lock all these drawers. And then I'm going to grab our storage controller and connect these 4 up. And this storage controller is just connected with a ME wireless controller. I felt like it didn't really need to be out in the open anywhere, so I just put it back here. And now if we click U, let's also make it white. We'll color applicate it. So now it's white. So we'll click, cannot connect to itself. Thank you. And then we will put you here. This should be all connected. And if we look in our storage system, we have 84,000 cobble. Boom! Another project done. Well, I don't know if we call this project. We probably should have like had this, but now this is here. It's here. It's done with. So this will just be passively generating us stuff for when we do other things. And by stuff, I mean blocks. I just took a quest reward. It gave me a nitro reactor. Is that good? This has to be... Oh, it gave me 36. It gave me the full reactor. Oh, wow. I think we can just set this up, right? Oh, these are a pain to make, too. These are a pain. The reactor is a multi-block that uses uranite as main fuel. To build it, you will need 36. Then the reactor will complete building itself automatically. How much does it generate? 500,000? 500,000? Hold up. Hold up. Take your time, man. That's cool looking. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm looking at. Can this thing explode? So it needs carbon, redstone, and uraninite. Yo, this makes an insane amount of power. Can it explode though? I don't want to have to worry about this thing. This is going up. This is going up. This is going up. Okay, I think Greg Tech made me a little worried here, but I think we're good. Oh. I see, I see, I see. So this takes coal, like not that much of it, redstone, and ice. Did this stabilize? Oh, because we're at 500 million FE. So we'll just leave this here. We don't really have to touch this. Yeah, cool stuff, though. I mean, if we ever need some more power, just now we have something that can produce a lot of power. You know, they always say doing good stuff for others, you get rewarded. And all those wandering traders I killed, this is my reward. So we are currently making a decent amount of dirt essence. Let me see if we can make 50,000 dirt. Oh, easy. All right, so we got dirt done. Dirt's done. We're already like double this. All right, so what I've learned is that this farm is way too overkill for how much vibranium we need. Like extremely overkill. Yeah, this is seriously overkill. What I'm looking at right now. Next thing on the list, we are going to do loot fabrication because I kind of want wool, and I don't think it would hurt to be able to get more blaze rods. You could think of loot fabrication as kind of a mob farm that doesn't provide any lag. I think that's the whole idea of the mod. Basically, we're going to use like data points of the mob, and then we can just like automatically harvest them. It's pretty bad at first, but then it picks up pretty quick because the data trains itself. So for this mod, we're going to need a simulation chamber, a loot fabricator, a deep learner, which we don't really need to encode. We are going to need a model framework, which we should encode, and these prediction matrices. I can't believe I didn't have the pattern for a redstone torch yet. Literally, if I have to craft it, pattern instantly. I can't believe I didn't have that pattern. So if we look up at hostile, let's make about 8 of these. We'll make 8 simulation chambers, and we'll make 8 loot fabricators. Just for now, we're just gonna be dipping our toes in this, after all. And then we will take the deep learner. Oh, these are stacks by 1. So the deep learner can hold 4 of these model frameworks. So let's look at what mobs we want to do. So these are all the mobs we could do up top here. I'll zoom in so everyone can see it. But I think what the ones we want to do are, I think we want to do the wither, because with the wither prediction to get nether stars, so this is another way of getting nether stars. I think we definitely want sheep. We definitely want blaze. Could do the ender dragon. Ender dragon, I don't really think there's a purpose in doing the ender dragon. Could just do every mob. That's probably a little intense though. All right, so I'm gonna make a sword if we're gonna be fighting things. It might be time to upgrade. Yeah, let's make an Aldemodium sword. So now we have an Aldemodium sword, our extremely bad gear. Oh, what is that doing? What? Stop looking at me! Yeah, you could live your show. Oh my goodness. What is that doing there? If memory serves, we take this model framework and we gotta look for a little lonesome blaze. Click him. So now it says we have the blaze data model, right? And see how it says tier faulty, data collected 0 out of 6, data per kill 1. We will pop that in the deep learner. We can just toss that in our offhand. So now it says 6 remaining at the top. And every time we kill one, it says 5 remaining. Why is there so many mobs? So now there's 1 remaining. And now we have the basic model. So I'll tier this up one more time. So basic model allows us to run simulations. But again, the model trains itself. But if we manually upgrade the model, it'll just do it. It'll train just faster. So cool. Now it says advanced model. And we would have to kill 30 blazes total. So I mean, I guess while we're here, I'll just run back. do all that. I guess I'll grab a wither skeleton model while we're here. Shift right click EU. We have the wither skeleton model. Can pop that in there. So we can also see that it's faulty. So, I mean, I guess this can just give us coal or something. I don't really know what to give us. But now it's upgraded to the basic model. I mean, we might as well just upgrade this model. It'll take less time for it to become really good. And again, you don't need to be killing these mobs. I just figured this will actually save us time on the training. So now it's a superior model. I'm not going to kill 50 more. There's no point. I'll kill a couple more blazes, though, and then we can go home. But yeah. So now we have a superior model and an advanced model. And let's go home. So then we got to spawn in some sheeps. And we'll kill a few sheeps. And my reasoning for getting all this extra wool is so that we can make more of the dense cables. Hey, you're lucky, buddy. Don't scare me next time. So I believe this guy will trade us for sheep eggs. So now we have 64 sheep eggs. We will pop that into the training module. We got to kill 6. I'm so sorry, sheep. Don't look at me like that. Okay, now we have sheep to advanced model. Don't ask me how we got to advanced model. I don't want to talk about it. Let's go do the wither. Can I please go in here? Yeah, so that didn't give me the kill for any of these, actually, which isn't ideal. No! How did they get out? This is even worse than last time. There's 3 of them. All right, these guys are about to get the smackdown. Where are they? They ain't ready for this. Where did the other wither go? Where's the other wither? Don't tell me it's going on a rampage on my base right now. That's a rogue skull. Hey! It better have not broke a lot of stuff over here. I think this is the vanilla strategy. I really hope this doesn't go through the portal, and then please just don't go to the overworld. Please, please. Okay. I think we're fine. Alright. Okay, we're up to basic model now. Let's go back home. I never want to fight a wither ever again. It's not fun, man. I'm too fragile. Alright, let's set up the neural network. So we are going to take the 4 data models that we trained. We will go... I did this backwards. Oh, I did it backwards. So these loot fabricators actually go faster than the simulation chambers. So you could actually go like, for every like 2 or 3 simulation chambers, you could do 1 loot fabricator. But yeah, I don't really care. And this is also expandable. We can just go straight up. Straight up. But what's going to happen here is this will be giving everything power. If we take our... Nope, it's not a plug. It's a point. Remember? So now that everything's all charged up, I will put some pipes here. And we will put our data modules in. Data models. Did I call them modules? So it says, cannot begin simulation, missing input, prediction matrix. Now, of course, I remember this. Completely forgot. So what we need to do is we're going to set up a wireless connector. Oh, so look, it's filling up. Is this going to fill up until it hits 2000? Sweet! So then we'll export this. And then that should start putting... Yes, the prediction matrices in. So, and hopefully this stops crafting these prediction matrices. Yes. So how this works is I have an export bus with a crafting card. And the crafting card puts a prediction matrix in. So if I take out like 400 of these, it'll craft until there's 2048. And it'll just always keep this stocked. Perfect. So now these prediction matrices are like this. I forgot we have to pull out these predictions. Oh, shoot. Let's go through each of these. So our model tier is advanced. So the model accuracy is 0.33. This 0.33 basically means that 33% of the time, this will succeed. So it says sequence prediction succeeded. Correct? And every time it succeeds, we get a nether prediction. And if we go down here, I forgot to disconnect all these pipes. These have to be disconnected like this. We'll have blaze prediction, sheep prediction, wither prediction, and wither skeleton prediction. So this is awesome. So if we look at the blaze prediction, we can choose which one we want to create. So for this, I will always be making blaze rods, since that's what I would like. For this, we can just do white wool for the sheep prediction. For wither prediction, of course, we're going to do nether star. And for wither skeleton prediction, I know this sounds weird, I might do coal. Yeah, I think I'll do coal for this prediction. Look at that. Everything's being exported into this barrel. So the next problem is we need to export these overworld predictions, these ender predictions, and the nether predictions. I think the best way we're going to be able to do that is we just take this pipe here. We have to disconnect it from these. We are also going to have to disconnect it from these sides, I mean. Disconnect it here, and we will run this piping along this. So then that should take the predictions out, which it does. Very, very nice. Same thing here. Disconnect it from the matrices, and then we will just click, 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 click. So this is kind of a mumbo jumbo of pipes, if you couldn't tell. There's actually an easier way to do this with, I don't even know if it's in this at Super Factory, with this SFM factory manager, but you have to code. Fun fact about me, my major is computer science. I TA'd software engineering, so, you know, I should be able to code. But I don't want to, so get off my back. So now we have room for 4 more simulation chambers if we choose to do so. But as you can see, I've been letting this run since I've been rambling for the last 2 minutes. Now this is at a 35% model accuracy. This is at a 25% chance. This is at a 12% chance. So the last one failed. Boo-hoo. But this one's at 0.66. So the more it gets correct, the higher the model accuracy goes, if that makes sense. So this is going to have to run 900 times to get to the next model tier, which is kind of insane, but it'll do it. There's no worries about that. And these prediction matrices, I don't know if I showed you how to make them. It's literally just glass, ingot, clay, which we have auto crafting for all of these. It looks like a mess of pipes, though. But one more time for those who, I mean, I think everyone kind of knows what's going on. Model accuracy goes up. Good. Model, when correct, turns into, can one of these work, please? Model accuracy, when correct, turns into loot. Good. Loot, I'm happy. Why are these predictions getting pulled out of the chest? So we're going to make 10 of these basic pipe upgrades, and we are going to slap them on here. So we're going to add a whitelist, and it's going to just be this nether prediction. For this, we're going to add the whitelist. It's going to be overworld prediction. So now these should all scoot out the back, and no more mob predictions should be going into here. So perfect. See, this says iteration 38 started. So I wonder, does this up it every time the data... So the data just succeeded. So this should go to 39. And let's see if the data fails. Does it go to 40 or no? We shall see. We shall see. It does go to 40. Okay, so the model accuracy always goes up, actually. So that's good. And this is all good. So this is all set up. But what we need is our storage tool. And we'll just click you there. So now this is also connected. So I don't know if I showed you what these, like, generalized predictions do. You can just make, like, random stuff with them. So this one you can make blaze powder, blaze rods, gold, nether wart, soul sand, gas tier. And, yeah, you can just make a bunch of random stuff. But they're good to have. So if we look up at hostile, all our stuff's here. And we're producing more nether stars. So yeah, no complaints here. So if you know of any other mobs that would be good to, like, pop in this, please let me know. I know this kind of looks like a little bit of a mess, but I actually think it works pretty well. We almost have 1,000,000 cobblestone. I don't think there's a way to speed this up at all. We're just gonna have to let it run. But we already have enough gravel and enough sand and nowhere near enough obsidian. But as this all runs, it'll work. But yeah, got our hostile neural network up. I can't believe we got a reactor for free. That is so cool. I guess we should select all of our rewards and let's open all these. Do we get anything cool? Yeah, I'll take this energizing rod and I'll also take the cow seeds. So we can take off this blazing, and the spirited rod should help a lot with making niotic stuff or nitro stuff. So if you come here, I'm trying to make a little bit of nitro. If you try to remember what it was like from the beginning of the episode. Yeah, look at how fast that goes now with the spirited rod. Yeah, that's cool. I guess I'll put these cow seeds in. Well, actually, let's see what they do. They make cow essence, which is used for leather. Sure, yeah. Yes, we got like a little bit of room here. I believe there's only one slot. That's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. I hope you're having a great day. And yeah, if you know what other mobs to put in here, please let me know. I really appreciate all the support the series has been getting. I'm having a ton of fun doing it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for all the channel growth recently, the comments, the likes, the views. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this series is something that people can look forward to and enjoy. I know it can be frustrating sometimes with how I set things up. But yeah, I'm always trying to learn. I really appreciate the comments that are trying to teach me things as well. I appreciate it. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.